Hello, my friends. This is Getty with Georgia Firing Line, and today I'm very excited to give you guys the long-awaited update to the Core 4 and some great ways that you can come and practice it. So anybody who's taken a class from us, or if you trained with the Complete Combatant, you should be pretty familiar with the Core 4. It's 4 stages performed in order, and it gives you the most opportunity to lock in and put yourself into that performance mode methodology and stay in the process. And you are rewarded based on how well you can organize and ultimately how well you can shoot. So traditionally, the way the Core 4 is performed is at the 7-yard line, draw and fire 2 to the body. You're gonna draw and fire 6 to the body, 2 to the body, 1 to the head, and then 2 to the body, speed reload, 2 to the body. You're dropping a magazine with bullets in it. If you shoot IDPA, you'll get over it. At that point, you have your hit factor number. We multiply that by 11, and if you're shooting from concealment or from a level 3 retention holster, you have your score for the Core 4. In classes, we give out colored patches or colored ranks based on your level of performance. Starting at 60%, you're given a blue patch. At 70%, you're given the purple patch. 80%, you're given the brown patch, and black is the coveted 90% mark. We've been running this program like that for quite a while now. Brian has decided to up the ante a bit and add one more rung to it in the red patch or the fire ant patch. And that is what we're gonna be paying attention to today. A handful of us were given the honor of shooting it at the Quest just over the weekend, and we shot very well, but nobody was able to attain the patch. My goal in making this video is I'd like to present to you how the test is administrated, how you can practice it, and most importantly, the lessons that are taken away out of it. So the difference in the red belt standard is now the incorporation of movement. Also now some standardized positions where you're going to be placing your hands in the beginning. So starting off with the first stage, we have draw and fire 2. The modification to this is you're going to begin at the 7-yard line. You're going to have your hands up in a framed position, moving backwards, so you're drawing and moving at the same time and delivering 2 rounds on target. Cool. So next we have the split bill drill, which is 3 rounds on the left target, 3 rounds on the right target. The targets are spaced approximately 1 yard apart. Then we have what's become my favorite, is the advancing 2 in the body, 1 to the head. Beginning at the 7-yard line, stepping forward, you're drawing while moving forward and delivering 2 in the body, 1 to the head. So last but not least is the 2 reload 2. The way this works is you're going to draw the gun, fire 2 rounds, initiate the reload under motion, and take 2 steps minimum, reload the gun, deliver 2. The step slide doesn't count. The targets are spaced approximately 1 yard apart, and we put them on sticks and stands because this represents something that you can set up with us out at our open range day. So if you wanted to come down to the pistol pit down there and train some true performance with motion, you can do it with us down there. It's a lot of fun. So we're gonna set this up, and I'm gonna perform this in front of you guys. We're gonna measure how we do. Yeah. Okay, so now we're at the 5-yard line for the draw and fire 2, hands up, moving backwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and load and make ready. And in case anybody wants to do their homework at home, we're shooting the HK VP9 match that we did a video on just recently. And also a big thank you to Henry Kim for developing the Core 4 scoring app. So I'll put a link to this. It's a webpage you can go to for anybody who wants to try this and play with the math. So up first, we have the hands up, moving backwards, draw and fire 2.
All right, shoot ready.
Ready? Okay, we are clean in a 113. That felt good. So next is the split bill drill. I like to stand in between the targets when I do this one because it makes the transition a little bit less. So this is from any hand position, 3 on each target. And I didn't mention this before, but when I train, I get sweaty. So I use locked in grip to keep my hands dry. It's good stuff.
Stand by.
Okay, we're 1 Charlie high and a 170. No, that's not right. It only picked up 2 shots.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Okay, so we had a timer malfunction, so we're gonna do that one again. Good news is I was only down 1 Charlie.
Stand by.
That's better. Clean in a 202. It feels nice. That's better. Okay, next is advancing, 2 in the body, 1 to the head. We're gonna go on the left target because I like that one the most. That's literally the only reason why I picked that one.
Stand by.
Okay, we are clean in a 164. I picked it up.
Stand by.
So next is the exercise that cost me the red belt on Sunday. 2 to the body, reload, 2 to the body with lateral movement. It is not a slide lock reload, it is a speed reload. So you're gonna draw, fire 2, keep the gun down range as you take 2 steps, 1, 2, execute the reload, fire 2.
Stand by.
Okay, we are clean in a 3-2-6. Baby, that's gonna be a good score. I'm happy with that.
Stand by.
For the total there, we are clean. We're clean on everything, we're all alphas. That's gonna put us at a 102.5 black belt. Okay, so starting on this target, the draw and fire 2, it felt good. The holster draw came out clean. I saw the dot, it was predictable. I saw it drop in from the top of the window. Support hand grip is fully engaged, and I double click the mouse, right? So from that, I never saw the dot leave the window. I never saw it leave the alpha, so it was go-go, right? I felt really good going into that first one. Draw and fire 2, even when you're static, is where we see a lot of overconfirmation, myself included. I'm probably the grandmaster of everything overconfirmation. Being able to move just a little bit during some of these exercises, pay attention to how it changes your gun's behavior and how it changes how you approach the exercise, because I find that to be very interesting. Athletes or people who have an athletic background really enjoy shooting and moving, so I recommend you at least try it. Also, shoot competition. You get to do this a lot. And because we're shooting on a Shooter's Global Timer, I can look up my history. We can find the data. So something interesting that I'm observing in the data from that split build drill, draw was a 102, followed by a 17, 17, 32, 19, and a 15 with 3 and 3. So the 32 being the swing, that's about what we find. So next is what's becoming my favorite, which is the advancing 2 in the body, 1 to the head. So what we found on that one, the data is interesting. So it's a 122 draw followed by a 14 and a 28 to the head. So what's happening on this one is I see my dot while I'm moving forward. And again, the motion sets me free. So as I move, the draw just happens. It truly is autonomous, and I don't have to sit there and nitpick my draw. The draw was good enough and it felt good, so I move on. As I presented the gun, I saw the dot come in. I said, bang, bang. I rode the lightning and the recoil brought me right to the head box. I broke the shot right about the neckline. And we see it drifted off to the left, but it's still in, which means it's good enough. So we move on from that. Okay, so then finally what we run into is the reload 2 to the body, which is something that since the weekend I've been putting a lot of practice time into. And credit to AJ Zito for a little conversation we had. He pointed out that there was a pause before I initiated my reload that was there for no reason. So I cut it out entirely, and I've already seen a huge performance bump. So I appreciate that, brother. Thank you again. So what we're looking at on this one was a 121 draw, a 15 split. The reload was a 176 followed by a 4 split, and everything's clean inside the A box, giving us 75 out of 75 points. This is the best I've ever shot this. So when we put all this together, we have the best run of the advanced Core 4 that I've ever performed in practice. Now, holding a high score like this in practice is good to know. It's a good confidence builder, and it will allow me to bring a higher level of confidence when I step up to the actual test. Because I'm telling you, when you do this in a class in front of students or in front of other shooters, the stress is real, whether it's social stress or whatever it is. When I've got the man, Brian Hill, behind me holding the timer, the stressing changes. So it's up to me to mitigate how I process that. But if I stay in tune with the process, good things happen. And if you want to learn more about how you can stay within your process, come see us for training. We offer training for all levels of shooters, whether you're brand new to this or if you're getting into the advanced higher end performance. So this is my declaration of my practice is paying off. I'm staying in the process and I'm doing my best to hold myself accountable for what I see and what I do. So coach, I'm coming for that patch. So y'all shoot more guns, get more training, and come see us soon. Love you very much.
That was good. Well done.
Cool. Yeah, that felt good.
That was a very smooth ending.